Go ahead.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of WAC. We're so happy to have you here. Spencer, it's so great to see you.
Yeah, especially after last week with the whole ghost hunting incident, and like that was really scary, especially having that guy on the podcast.
Who was that? I don't remember.
He literally, he blocked me. He blocked me when we got home.
No
He blocked me.
way.
He blocked me and didn't send me my $20 back on Venmo.
Whatever website you found him from, don't ever go there again.
Really? I just found him on Instagram. He was just somebody.
Anyway.
It was like a sponsored ad. It had like 7 likes.
We hope you guys liked.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that again. We hope you guys liked that episode. If you can't tell, we have a special guest star. It's the new mascot for WAC. His name is Potter.
Everybody say
and
happy birthday, Potter.
He is David's old little man, and he is so handsome. So he's going to be hanging out with us today and giving us a little bit of love. So it'll be super fun. But welcome back to another week. But we're here with a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, absolutely. My name's Jack Riggs. I'm a junior here at High Point, sport management major, business and mid minor, and I'm happy to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
So
Excited to be
fun,
here.
so fun.
That was like gold.
Gold.
Like that was like
Perfect.
a Tinder bio. Like bam, 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 bam. Like I'm ready to go out with you, dude. That was insane. That was
Do you
crazy.
know like the clips you can do for like what is it, Hinge or whatever?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we could
okay.
take you can take like some of the audio here and just plug it in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
We've got that
absolutely.
content already.
Oh, so
But
fun.
we have Jack here for a little special episode today. We're going to keep it in the studio because, when we leave the studio, things get a little dicey. So we're going
a
to
little
talk
crazy.
about one of, at least I know Jack and I are very passionate about it. I don't spend enough time like around you or in your car to like listen to your music.
We actually
but
don't go to drive a lot together.
Not
That's
really.
very
And
true.
I always see you, hanging out on the weekends, and you're always listening to music I would never listen to in a million years.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I thought it would be interesting to have a conversation today about our music taste, specifically our top 5 artists, at least currently, not of all time. We're not gonna,
Necessarily, right, yeah.
not gonna categorize like that, but
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So are we going in order of top number 1 favorite of all time to like number 5, or is it just all
like lowest. So do
Yeah.
5 first, go all the way to 1. I think we
Okay.
take turns with 5s. I think this will be.
I
a
don't
little,
want to say
Yeah,
my
definitely.
number. My
And then
number
Potter,
5.
Potter can give his number
Potter,
5. What are we
what's
thinking?
your favorite music artist of all time? I agree.
That was
That
really
was
good.
that was
wow.
amazing.
Can we get a?
I love
him. Potter, tell us about your favorite music artist, man.
yeah, what's going on?
Man, he
Nothing.
is mad dog in that
Nothing
camera.
behind those
I
He
eyes.
is mad dog in that camera.
He doesn't know.
Wow.
He is just. I'm gonna let him go.
He said
'cause
Jay-Z.
He wants to
Holy
go to
cow,
his
that's how he
dad.
spoke.
Thanks,
Oh, there he goes.
Potter. We love him. So fun. But okay, let's go down the list. Start with number 5. This
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
No, I
You
can't
have to go
say
first.
it.
Ladies
I'm
first.
outta here.
I can't say it. Okay, so I was telling you guys this before we started the episode.
Right.
This is actually a lot harder than I thought because I like a lot of different music. And what I do I have Spotify, and what I do is I create a monthly playlist. And so it's just
Okay.
my favorite songs from each month. What are you looking at me for? And it could be country, it could be what's popular like today, it could be older music, whatever. So coming up with like my top 5 like favorite artists is kind of hard, but I just went through all of those like playlists and see the ones that I added the most. So number 5 for me is going to be an old one. It's going to be Mr. Harry Styles himself.
See,
Because
that's
I was
good
a
choice.
die-hard
That's a good choice.
die-hard One Direction fan in my
Yeah.
middle school phase. And then when he went solo, I was going to go see him in Orlando when I lived there last semester, but I didn't get a chance. But I really, really wanted to.
He's
So,
an
yeah.
interesting personality too. Like he
Very
performs with the
interesting.
dress all the time too. Like that's his
Very
thing,
interesting, and I think that's and I don't really like agree with like his style choice and like obviously all that kind of stuff, but he's a great performer, great entertainer, and I like his music.
And
a
he's
lot.
in movies now. Like the big
Yeah.
appeal. Like my girlfriend's really into
He
Harry
was in-
Styles and his music, but like my appeal is like now he's getting to the Marvel universe. So
And
now
he was
I get a
in
reason to love him
Dunkirk,
too.
He was in
right?
Dunkirk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
He was
That was
so
a
good in
weird, that was a
Dunkirk.
weird one.
I know,
I
yeah.
didn't expect that, but
So
you know, good for him.
yeah,
pretty
for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I
Um,
have to say about number 5 for me.
So my number 5 coming in, I mostly have rap. You know, I'm a big rap guy. That's mostly what I listen to all the time. So I have very strong opinions about it. But number 5 on my list right here is MF Doom. And, you know, for those who don't know, he's kind of like an underground kind of guy, but he's like, you know, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, that's what everyone says about him. And he kind of like started this whole new wave rap movement after, you know, like NWA and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he has a lot of good, you know, if you're really into like the lyrics of rap and, you know, like the background and all that kind of stuff, then he's like the guy to go to if you want that kind of granddaddy rap guy.
Granddaddy rap guy.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay, I think that's I listen to MF Doom as well. Probably not as much as you and Nick do, but I would agree. I think grandfather of rap is kind of a good little like name for him, at least currently,
At least
because
modern
he was
rap,
big in what, the 2000s,
Yeah,
right?
like
early
early
2000s.
2000s. Yeah, he was massive. You know, like late 90s, right? So, yeah, but he's up there, man. I love his music. Great stuff. Definitely set the groundwork for.
Make sure and put like pictures of who we're talking about. Maybe
Yes,
like a list of like their top
there's gonna
songs.
be like there's gonna be a picture of MF Doom, maybe a video of him.
Yeah.
I like this because I'm gonna describe this and then put the same video I just put
Yeah.
when Jack was talking. I'm gonna put it over my face now.
If you guys want some
Yeah.
songs too,
That'd
like
be
get
cool.
you started on MF Doom, I got some deep cuts
You got some
here.
listed?
Yeah, so there's one, it's called Guinnesses. Love that song.
Okay.
And the other one is called Hoe Cakes. So both of those are a great
Nice.
start if you want to get into MF Doom.
So-
That's the way to
Cakes?
go.
Okay, hoe cake sounds a little questionable, but I could definitely get behind Guinness's.
It's good. I
looks
mean,
like-
it's a funny name, but it's a good song.
Is that from his food album? Is that what hoe
I think,
cakes
I
is
think
from?
both of them
Okay.
are from his food
Hoe
album.
cakes.
So.
Interesting. All right, Spencer, take it away.
I really didn't think I was gonna have the most like tender, like soft-hearted answer here. I thought you were gonna take that. I thought maybe Jack would surprise me, but I think I'm gonna take this. I am in love with Lanny. I think Lanny's really good. They're like this American love pop like
Yes.
band,
Yeah.
and I like them not because I don't really listen to them now as much, but when I was like 15 and 16.
Boom.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a weird phase for me, but
Everyone has their weird
Respect.
phase, you know.
and because
Everybody
of them, I
goes through that phase.
I discovered a lot of people because of Lanny. Like I got introduced to Rex Orange
Right.
County, and he is on my list, like
Right.
at a little higher up. I got introduced to a lot of the pop people I listen to now because I'm not a big fan of pop, but
I
some
agree.
of the indie pop is okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I found a lot of those artists through Lanny. I think that's why I give Lanny that kind of
Very cool.
credit. And number 5, it's not that big a deal. I don't think
Right.
they're too high up
Right.
there, but
Yeah.
It's in there.
they're good. They're good.
Yeah, so moving on, that was our number 5, going into number 4. I know for me personally, like I said, I kind of struggled with this. So I thought about artists that I would pay money to go see in concert, because there's a lot of different artists that I like. I was mentioning them. I like The Weeknd, like I like Doja Cat, I like Ariana Grande, and all these people. Like I listen to their music, but I wouldn't go pay money to see them in concert. You know what I mean? So with that being said, number 4, I really, really love Luke Combs. Love Luke Combs.
Womp
I
womp.
womp womp. I am I love some good country music, and there was a lot of different country artists that I thought about listing, but for the most part, like some of my other favorite country artists, there's at least a handful of songs I don't like from them. Luke Combs, for the most part, all of his songs I can say that I like to an extent. So yeah.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
Jack, give us a breath of
what is-
refreshing air
breath
here,
of fresh
please.
air.
Yeah,
No,
breath
I
of
gotta
fresh
say,
air,
I'm gonna
please.
let you down because I really do not like country, Meredith. I'm so sorry to tell you that. But if
I don't wanna
had to,
see
like,
it.
If I had to list like least favorite genres, I
God.
think country is like
Where are you from?
below from Connecticut.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I mean, even around here, like I grew up in North Carolina, and country's just
But you're not a country
You
boy.
just have good taste.
I mean, yeah, but there are a lot of kids I know from like where I live, Kernersville, 20 minutes from here. None of those guys are country boys. They just wear jeans and wear a brimmed hat, and they like the truck boys. Those kids
Right,
aren't
yeah.
cowboys. Those kids aren't farmers and ranchers
Modern
and
day
country
cowboys,
kids.
you know?
No, they're not, dude. No, they're not. With the squatted trucks and I see some of them driving around on
Oh,
campus.
yeah.
I'm like they're paying $50,000 a year to come here and they can't afford the other half of their lift kit. Like that's sad. It makes me want to cry. It's just
That's
weird.
so, I know exactly what car you're talking
No,
about
yes,
too.
yes.
My
It's-
God.
It's tragic.
No, snaps
Yeah.
all around for Spencer. True. All right, let's hear that breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air.
Who's
yeah.
your number 4?
Number 4 coming at you is going to be XXX Tentacion, however you want to say his name. I never get it right. But, that's like, like your Lonnie is your weird phase. I still like X, but, he was definitely like, like the emo boy phase back in high school.
Didn't he die?
He did.
Yes.
Tragically got killed, I think like 2018.
18,
That was a
it was
while
4
ago.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and
Damn.
he still had a bunch of music they've been releasing, periodically over the last few years, but he's like that kind of like like punk rock of rap,
Yeah.
I would say. So like if
I
you have like that
Don't
weird
think
genre.
I can say I've ever listened to one of his songs.
Never.
Never.
Well, you got to change that, Meredith. You got to change that. I mean,
Okay.
there's some good ones in there. There's some
Yeah.
good ones. Open Mind. I'll listen to a Luke Combs song. If you
Okay,
listen to
and
an X
we'll
song.
keep open-minded. Yeah, we'll get together on a Friday night, and I'll play a Luke Combs song, and then he can play an XX.
It's a weird clash. But I
It
think
is.
would
It'll
work.
be good.
You guys are
We're
gonna get into a
playing,
fight because X
Probably.
music makes you want to like rob a liquor store or something.
Oh no,
Like,
I had a buddy
it's-
back in high school who said that X music makes him want to curb stomp somebody. I think that's a great
It
analogy.
is, but it's got that energy. Like
It
it's a
does,
very
yeah.
violent,
Yeah.
like it's a very violent genre of music.
Oh yeah, definitely. So if you want to get some anger out, blow off some steam, that's the guy to listen to. But he has like that slower stuff too.
No, he's got that emotional, like near the end.
Yeah.
Well, I hate saying near the end, but like near the end of his like living career, he
Right.
did a lot of his music slowed down. He played the guitar a lot. He was using like those instrumentals and stuff.
He's very talented.
Pretty cool, yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, 4 for me is going to be straight out of the box, Kanye West. He would have been higher, but for anybody that watches and listens to music and keeps up with the music industry at all, Kanye West had his Donda 2 listening party last night, and I'm going to be honest, like I've only been to 2 concerts, like I haven't been out much in terms of, music and going to see people. It was the worst live performance I think I've ever seen in my life on the face of this planet. Like I could
Whoa.
never have imagined someone as powerful and successful and rich as Kanye West, one of the richest men in America, right? Isn't that right? He's a billionaire.
I think he's the richest black man of all time.
richest.
That's
least in the
I've heard
country.
that. That's
What?
true.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's anyways.
He's a
But
powerful
he bombed this show. I mean, he got out there. The songs sucked from his new album. He got mad because like his songs were skipping beats and missing. Like he was messing up lyrics. He like threw his mic in the water at one point, and you can hear his mic like drown in the water
Pete
in the
Davidson.
state.
Pete Davidson's
in the
watching
stadium.
this, just sipping his tea.
Cam and Pete Davidson were sitting there like evil laughing in the background.
No,
it was
literally.
disgusting. But I think Kanye's my 4th because he's very very influential. Same way MF Doom was.
Yeah.
He started that new like. Not necessarily. It was. He moved away from hard rap, like that street life rap, and he mixed it with his everyday struggles. Like put it together. I thought it was really good. It was a good way to bridge 2 different kinds of music,
Yeah, because you had
like soul and
graduation.
rap, and he
Yeah,
put those
yeah.
2 together. I
Yeah,
think it
because
was
like
good.
early in graduation, like late registration, college dropout, all those classic tapes, and then he kind of went crazy there for a second with like Life of Pablo and
no,
The
it
Kids
was-
See
it was
Ghosts.
weird,
And he came
yeah.
back and he had his come to Jesus moment with Donda.
Yeah.
So
So
it's an
let's
interesting
hear your
We got
number
our
3.
number 4. I feel like after we list our next 3, we should have honorable mentions because as you guys are talking about this, like
Honorable
I
mentions. We're already like 20 minutes in. Like we are
We are?
booming.
Anyway, okay. Number 3 for me, this is somebody that I just like recently I've really come to like, and he's been releasing a lot of new music that I've put on like a ton of different playlists. It's Jack Harlow. Really, really love Jack Harlow.
That's what I like to hear.
I think he's very talented. I think he's very sexy. I think he is he's just all around just a really, really amazing artist, and he releases good music. Like it's really enjoyable to listen to for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
So-
you under his spell.
I
Like
love
all the
Jack
other
Harlow.
women in America, dude.
He's so sexy.
Dude, for a while, like I'm not even into Jack Harlow, and for like a good month, like all my TikTok was like edits and videos of Jack Harlow, and I was like, holy cow! I was like, what is going on, man?
Yeah,
got
I
a,
mean, he is. Yeah, so I definitely, it's good balance.
Oh,
Good
she's
balance.
get her. She's starting to blush. We gotta get her off this topic.
I know. Sorry,
Move
get
on.
sweaty.
Well, my number 3, going back to Kanye, is Kanye. So I know we had some similarities here. I think
Wow,
great,
it's like
great
you
minds
guys
think
are
alike.
best friends or something.
No, I hang
think
out with
we're
this guy
separate
like
tastes.
once a month. I don't hardly ever see Jack.
So yeah,
Dude,
but
that's not true. Anyway.
like we talked about Kanye enough, so I won't go into too much depth. But a great deep cut Kanye song is No More Parties in L.A. featuring
You
Kendrick
know what?
Lamar.
That is a really
Yeah.
good song.
Like that, yeah.
I'll give
I
you
love that song. it's a banger, as you will. So,
For
Okay.
sure.
go on to you, man.
Respect that. I'd say my third is going to be another, like Lanny was kind of weird. I think Amine is going to be my third. He's kind of a very weird rap artist right now because some of his sounds are just, he's like really into this high pitched like category of rap. Like
Yeah.
he's got really weird, funky like remixes and rap verses and hooks and things like that. And he's just like new. Like I enjoy listening to music that's new, whether it's like indie or pop or not really country, but anything else like rock, rap. Like if it's new and it's like exciting and at least I like it a little bit, I'll usually listen to it a couple times. So
Yeah.
Amine's got to be, he's like my guilty pleasure. I think he's
Okay,
he's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to his song. I actually.
Oh,
have
you would
heard
know
of it.
Caroline though, like the
Oh,
song
like Spice Girl?
Caroline.
Oh,
You know?
Or Spice
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He was really big in
Okay.
like 2017, summer of
Gotcha.
2017. Amine
Oh,
like blew
Gotcha.
up, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's just so weird because I know that like you really do have a super unique taste in like music, and it's super different. I feel like for me, I'm just like that. Like I have a general taste in music. Like if something like pops out to me, like but I don't have like like I don't know. It's hard for me to branch out into other new artists that don't have a good following. At least that's what I'll say.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
that's
sure. So moving on to number 2. I am actually an old soul at heart. I really am.
Okay.
And you're like, what?
Dude,
I've never heard of that
up. She's
before.
like, I'm an old soul.
But, a lot of the music nowadays, like a lot of the stuff you're listening to, I don't think I could ever get into. Like, I do really appreciate classic, like 70s and 80s, like rock and roll and all that kind of good stuff. So, I will say that the Eagles are on top of
my
my
God.
I
list.
respect. No, I respect that. I respect it.
No,
The
she
Eagles?
literally, she's just on an Eagle high.
I am.
You just got home from an
I am.
Eagles
I just saw the
concert, like-
Eagles in concert.
That's
They
a
were
good show.
amazing, and it was my Christmas present. And I was still on that high. I've just been listening to a ton of music. I've seen Queen in concert. I've seen like so many different. We're gonna go see Billy Joel like this April.
You were a little young to see Queen in concert, right?
What?
Right.
What?
When did Queen pass away?
Freddie Mercury.
Or Freddie
passed-
Mercury.
So
That's
they're
wild.
still touring, but their lead singer's Adam Lambert, who
What?
was the second runner-up in American Idol in what year? What year was it? 2000 and I don't remember.
I didn't know that. I thought they disbanded
And I saw
after
them
he
in
was done. I thought
August.
they were
I
just.
too.
I thought they were just imitation bands that went around.
I saw them
playing.
in August of 2020, actually.
That's
I think
pretty
it was
cool.
August
Dang.
of 2020.
Holy- So
yeah.
it's the entire like band. It's
It's
just
the
a different
original
lead singer.
band. They played all their original songs. It was the Queen concert and the Eagles concert were two probably the best concerts I've
Does
ever
Adam
been to in my
sound
life.
like
He's
Freddie Mercury?
He's different, but
Yeah.
he's almost as talented. I mean,
wow.
it is amazing. And he's probably one of the only people that can do it up to like Freddie Mercury's like
Level,
standard
yeah.
and level of like
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Freddie
right,
Mercury, you know,
right,
it's pretty
absolutely.
cool.
So I will say the Eagles, yes, because they just have classic songs, really good into classic like rock and roll and stuff like that, and I just like that kind of music. So yeah.
There you go. Well, my number 2 is Juice WRLD.
Oh God.
Absolutely. I mean, you can probably tell I have the Juice WRLD.
Didn't he die
Juice
as
WRLD
well?
necklace. All the great
Yes.
artists,
God.
they die too young. It's a shame.
None
is
of the
a
artists
shame.
on my list are dead.
Oh well.
I mean, come on, man. I mean,
Fair enough, but no, Juice WRLD. I mean, I've loved Juice WRLD for a long time. Ever since like his first big album, which was Goodbye Good Riddance. That.
yeah.
I mean, that kind of put him on the map. One of my favorite songs of all time, if not my favorite song of all time, is "Flaws and Sins," which is on his "Death Race for Love" album. That
I've
song
never
is
heard that song.
Okay.
great song. You guys need to check that out.
Interesting.
But
I've
yeah.
listened to a lot of Juice WRLD songs, and I think he's like good and stuff like that. But not my taste.
Not your thing.
Not my taste.
I understand. He's
That's okay.
definitely like he's definitely more emo than XXX.
Oh, right.
definitely
Oh, right,
in that,
for sure.
In that sphere of
For sure.
music.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, go.
Well, my third would be Rex Orange County. I love his music. I think he's like the one artist I go to when I'm, in touch with my emotional side. You get that one day. I feel like
Yo.
girls do it like a
God.
couple times a week, but like guys, every once in a while, you got,
A couple times a week.
every
I find a moment of every day.
dang. Like for me, it's like once a week maybe. I have just like an hour where I'm like, oh man, I'm down. I listen to Rex Orange County because he's like my, how you
I'm
want to
sad.
listen to sad music when you're sad. Like he's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
he's my like
Yeah.
sad music kind of guy.
Happy
No,
stuff
that's
in
Oh,
there.
he's
true.
got a ton of happy music as well, and it's really good. I
Yeah.
love his range because he does so much. None of it's rap; it's all acoustic, and I love like I said, I like a new, fresh taste of music every once in a while.
That's true.
Because I listen to rap like probably
All the time.
what
All the
like
time.
80% of the time. So
Right.
it's nice to hear like
Right.
yeah, it's like nice to hear somebody like. Or like Lanny, like on the guitar or the piano, or like playing some like actual tunes.
If
Or
you-
not,
I
you know what
love-
I mean?
I know
I-
what you mean.
Yeah.
I love the acoustic version of songs because it gives just like a different taste to it as well. And some of them, I believe, are actually better than the original, depending on what it is. But I
Yeah.
agree with that for
yeah.
sure. Moving down to number one.
Number one.
Number one. Do you
I'm
want to?
nervous what your number
Do you want to
one is.
guess who this is? I don't think you can.
I have Meredith. I stated like 20 minutes ago that I have no idea what you listen to. So you were talking to a brick wall there. That
Yeah.
went over.
So I would probably say that this is the artist that has like the most probably impact on me, and I really, 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 really like can. Obviously, I was a dancer forever, so when I listen to her music,
She's a dancer forever.
I danced for 15 years. It's the type of music that I can see like choreographed or dances on stage. It's Billie Eilish. I
Interesting. Okay.
You know, what?
love.
I can't even be mad. That's okay.
She is so unique in her music, and it's so different, and it's so there's so much variety and versatility to it, and most of her songs I love. Like in her new album that just came out, I love it.
I didn't know
So
that she danced. Like, is she a big dancer when she?
I danced.
Okay.
Yeah, if
I
you're here,
did.
guys, Meredith has been dancing for 15 years.
I don't do it anymore.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. Meredith danced for 15 years,
She
guys. Check
did.
it out.
She did. I can't do it anymore. But thanks anyway. But yeah, no, I most of her songs, like all of them, I love. And they're so unique and they're so talented.
I was really into Billie's music when I was like 14, 15, and 16. Same thing with the Lanny.
Yeah.
Like that was just that stage where I was like, oh man, I really like music that isn't Imagine Dragons, Because that's all I used to listen
That's
to.
so true.
When I was like
Yeah,
12 and
fair enough.
13, it was like Imagine Dragons or nothing. Like I'd rather sit in the silence of the car, I'd rather like
I
hit like a
Imagine
family
Dragons.
of 5 on a highway
I
if
hate
if
Imagine
Imagine
Dragons,
Dragons
I
wasn't
feel
playing
that.
in the car.
How many times do
sure.
you listen to Radioactive?
Probably 100. I used to know how to play it on the piano. That's how
Seriously?
much I liked it. Yeah.
Respect.
Stay by Rihanna. That's another song that I could literally recite and probably play on the piano or a guitar or something.
That was all I heard on the radio in like 2012. Like,
It's
why
an-
don't you just dance?
Belt it out, man. Tell us how you feel.
I'm good. I don't want to. I want
Right,
you
Jack.
to belt out how you feel.
Yeah,
man. What's-
tell us
what's
how
number
you
one
feel
here?
about number one.
I'm very like Billie Eilish. Eilish. I don't know how to say her last
think it's
name.
Eilish.
My number one, I'm also very passionate about. Kendrick Lamar is my
Respect.
number one.
Respect.
And I could have my own podcast talking about how much I like Kendrick Lamar. But I swear to God, I
That's funny.
go endlessly about this guy.
You talk about Kendrick on a day-to-day basis,
I
anyways.
mean, I just think he's like, his music is amazing, and he has so much depth to it in every song practically. But outside of that too, he's like such a great kind of idol for society and like Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff.
That's
So
true.
his music in general, I just like speaks to me. Like it's just very
does.
very.
It's got a lot of. He's got actual like good like that's a really good thing about Kendrick Lamar is like all of his songs. I'd say like what 90% of the time have a very impactful and meaningful message. Like it's not just like hoes, strippers, money,
Right, exactly.
weed, drugs, cocaine, all that other
He's
stuff.
like on a
yeah,
different level of thinking. At least
Yeah.
I think so. I'm biased, but
I could agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually do like a good bit of Kendrick Lamar songs, or I don't choose to listen to them whenever.
Name a song.
I can't.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
She was like, respect. Like,
Respect,
yeah,
like I
Kendrick
do.
Lamar,
Like
yeah,
I
respect.
don't put me on the spot.
at
Ready?
least I
Let's
can name
look
a
up.
Billy song. Right? Come on.
What?
I said,
Well-
I said at least I can name a Billy song.
I think to wrap things up with my number one, it would be, and everybody who knows that I exist, they probably know it's Tyler the Creator. And
No
the reason I picked, the
way.
reason I shut
No
up, I'm literally
Stop
wearing,
it.
I'm like
Stop
wearing
it.
a Tyler shirt now too. Like I'm really bad about it. But I like Tyler the most because when I was like 15 and 16, I listened to nothing but like weird, emotional, girly music like Lanny, Billie Eilish, stuff like that. Oh Wonder was another band I caught early on. I used to listen to them. Yeah. And so like I got out of that phase and I found Tyler, and he literally, like Kanye does, he bridged that like emotional, some of that melodic music, put it together with rap, and I was like, holy cow, it's like the best of both worlds. Because if you listen to some of Tyler's music, it's like some of it is truly like beautiful, like the piano and the guitar and like the backgrounds, like the meadow sounds in some of his songs, and just random sound effects and stuff. I think he builds like stories within his songs so well, and I'm like hard eyes, you know what I mean? Like big Tyler guy.
If we're doing the honorable mentions for artists, Tyler's definitely on my list too. Like I love Tyler as well.
Score.
Yeah.
What about you? You like Tyler, Meredith?
I can't say that I love him.
Wow.
But I have listened to, like I said, like just probably a few of his songs. I mean, I don't have a problem with him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you don't,
Yeah.
because we'd have an issue. So.
Okay. Another artist of honorable mention for me, I think I mentioned this earlier, is probably The Weeknd. I really, really like The Weeknd. I think that his music is
What did you
really-
think of Dawn FM? Because I thought Dawn FM was a hot pile of garbage.
I didn't even listen to it, to be honest.
it wasn't my favorite, but I thought that's why I didn't kind of list them in my top 5, because some of the songs from The Weeknd, like I don't really admire a lot, but like the song Die For You, stop. It's so good. Like it's very good. So do you have an honorable mention?
I do.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you looked at me when you said that, and I was just eager. I was like,
I was talking to Jack.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I gotta say J. Cole definitely is up there.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily love his last album, Off Season. I think it was
okay. I thought it was good.
alright. I mean, it wasn't the best, but like his old stuff was incredible. Like KOD was a great album. His stuff, he has stuff with
Forest Hills
Kendrick.
Drive.
Oh yeah, I mean, like he went platinum with no features.
Literally, yeah. That's pretty incredible.
But definitely J. Cole is up there. I gotta throw him a bone.
Yeah,
Gotta
throw him a bone.
for sure.
For sure.
I don't know who my honor. I didn't think this far. Like I literally pulled out my phone like 4 hours ago, and I was like, 5 artists, pop, 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 pop. I didn't even think further into honorable. I don't know, like maybe. I really like. Do you know who Dominic Fike is? I really like his music. I think he's getting a lot of hype now because he's in Euphoria.
He
What
is getting a ton of hype.
He is. People are like, oh my god, this person from Euphoria makes music, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
They don't know about Dominic
He's really
Fike.
good in Euphoria too. I love that show.
Have you? I think Euphoria is disgusting.
I
I think that
love
show
Guilty
is.
pleasure, right?
On another note,
Dude,
we
they're like
are-
17. They're like 16 and 17. It's a
on another
horrible
time,
depiction
On
of.
another note, we are going to wrap up for this evening.
I'll put it away.
Let us know your guys' top 5 favorite artists, honorable mentions, if you agree with what we said, if you think that there are some artists that, or if you don't agree with what they said, whatever, just let us know. Thank you, Jack, so much for being here.
course,
So awesome to
anytime,
see you.
anytime. Thank you,
So
guys.
fun.
Yeah, dude, of course,
Next
man.
week, we will all be on spring break. What are you doing for spring break?
Going to Key West.
You're going to Key West. What are you doing?
Going to Cartersville, North Carolina.
Amazing. I will
just
be
chilling at home. Woo.
I will be in Cancun, Mexico. So
Really nice.
we are not going to be recording next week. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will have another episode coming up for you in probably about 2 weeks. So thanks, and have a good rest of your night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I feel like that was a long episode.
That was a long
and I was
episode.
literally